The Dortmund manager is a flipping clown and a moron. To play a high line against the best counter-attacking team and possibly the best team out in Europe is when you don't have a brain, or you forgot your brain, or your brain has expired, or your brain is made out of weed. Um, it's about tactics. As in, for Real Madrid, my feeling was if Dortmund played that high line and played into Real Madrid's hands, Real Madrid would tear them apart. It was a good game. I give Dortmund credits, but at the end of the day, Dortmund do not have the kind of killers that Real Madrid have. Um, People will say Cristiano would get the man of the match. For me, personally, my man of the match would possibly go to the Spanish delivery man, aka Danny Carvajal, but I call him the Spanish delivery man because the Spanish delivery man, he's defending, he's attacking, and just the kind of balls he played. I mean, that ball he played to beast mode was absolutely perfection. The ball was perfection, but the finish by beast mode was amazing. But look, man, say what you will, I'm his enemy. I'm not his biggest fan. He pisses me off, but this guy's goal scoring ratio is scary. Cristiano, this guy thrives on goals. He dreams of goals. He lives for it. As in, this guy just I mean, his G rate is scary. I mean, does this dude like G up in every single game? I think he probably even scores goals when he's not even playing. I mean, that second goal he scored, the niche, because it's the power of the shots, the accuracy from the angle. It's like, what on earth? So nobody can ever deny whether even if you hate his guts, you cannot deny that his strike rate is something we've never seen. Cannot give a damn about what Pele did back in the Stone Ages. There has never been a more prolific goal scorer ever in the game of football than this dude. Okay, so look, Christina, man, I've got to give it to him, man. Christina, the guy did his thing. But I think overall, Real just showed how good of a team they were. And for me, I have to go back to what Peter Bosch is, as in Zidane must be thinking to himself that, mate, you are pretty flipping stupid. You're going up against people like Drich, Ramos, who's pretty much playing as a striker. And you're playing a high line. You're giving us space. As in, the amount of times that you saw Cristiano break away, saw Isco play away, I would have actually put in Asensio from the start. Because I think Isco is the kind of player who works best if a team is playing deep, because he's very good at like holding the ball and unlocking defenses. But when a team gives you that much space, you need a guy who is much more direct and a straight runner, because Isco likes to go in diagonals. So hence why Asensio would have been far better suited for this game, because literally Drich will be like, just hit that ball, Asensio will get it and he will thread it and will tear these guys apart. So if you had Asensio playing from the start, this could have been a baptism. It could have easily been a baptism. So for Dortmund, look, Aubameyang got his G, but as I said before, and I wrote in an article, Aubameyang shouldn't even be in this team, because it's like this mind frame, it can't work in Europe. So Dortmund, I mean, from how we're seeing now, Tottenham and Real Madrid, they are going through, and I think I predicted that before, because Dortmund, they don't have the players. If you don't have the players, you cannot keep playing this kind of tactic in every game, especially against the best team in the competition. Just think about it for a moment. How do you play a high line, fully attacking, against the best team in the competition when you're not one of the best 5 or 6 teams in the competition? Does that make sense to you? It's just pure logic. But for Real, look, they did their thing. They go back to winning ways. Drich was flipping amazing. The Spanish delivery man is awesome. I mean, I'd say the Spanish delivery man is perhaps the best right back in the world right now. I'm putting him ahead of Dani Alves, because the Spanish delivery man is this guy is he's playing at a very high level. So for Real, I just think they just need to just watch that defense a bit more, and I just think Zidane really needs to think about when and where to play Isco and Asensio, because I think this game, that's the only criticism I'll have of Zidane. It was great tactics. Everybody played well. Them spacing was all good. But the only thing I'll say is that he needs to work out when to play Asensio, when to play Isco. Asensio should have started for this game. For Dortmund, I like your approach. I appreciate your approach. You made it a good game, but it's about winning. And your approach to this game against this opposition was flipping totally stupid.